Sports. Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. For every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the third-ranked team, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Noles will kick this deep to start us off. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. He'll hand it off. Powering right past the defender. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in what is an offense doing on third down. But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
He's running out of time here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Can they catch him? All the way for a touchdown. A special teams touchdown. Potential momentum-changing play in this game.
But that was just a thing of beauty to watch this return. The Gunners were flying down. He's able to avoid them, picks up a couple blocks, and then you could see him gaining momentum and confidence as he was getting downfield, eventually all the way to the end zone.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The pass rush closing in. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Important second down play coming up. He hands it off from the gun. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
He's tackled at the 31.
Second down play coming up for this offense. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. Oh, and a fumble here. Can you believe it?
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Fires it to the wideout. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, Florida State. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17 strong.
The 17.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
To throw, it's Howard. Defense is coming after him. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Chris, he's getting in there so quickly. You might want to consider a chip block with either the tight end or a running back to slow him down. He's just too talented out there.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
See if he can make something happen with the return. Finally goes out of bounds, but a big play by this offense on the final play of the first quarter.
Florida State 28, Texas 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
29 Philly.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man open downfield. Touchdown, Seminoles. Strong game by this quarterback. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Good job dealing with the footing. BAT is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the Texas offense will take over.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Handoff in a single back formation. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a highlight reel diving catch there.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Dropping back, it's Howard. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And it's caught across the middle. He has first down yardage at the 46.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 28. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
3rd and very long. Can they make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions this drive? To throw, it's Howard. He'll take a deep shot. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And they make the extra point. Trail now 35-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Florida State 35, Texas 7.
Return begins inside the 10. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And now the handoff. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. It's the 2-minute warning. You've got a blowout developing here before halftime.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Now juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain.
42-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Grab down the middle. It's Claiborne. The Seminoles pick up enough for a 1st down here.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball caught inside the 10. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Howard. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. The pocket breaking down. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Longhorns will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Can he make it? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. An electrifying play, Kirk. He was just a better athlete than the guys trying to stop him on that coverage team.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by this returner. But let's also not forget the blocks. Some key blocks there that set this return up and eventually got him into the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Short pass finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Looking to pass. It's Howard. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And he's got some open field ahead. Crosses the 10. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. First and goal now, a chance to claim even more momentum for the halftime break. And there's the handoff. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the point after is good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Hands off to the left. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Tackle is made at the 19. Brings up second down.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
With the score, Florida State 56, Texas 7.
Longhorns will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. The Noles will come to the line to run the hurry up. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on 2nd down, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
We've just kind of gotten into the habit of seeing this offense just convert on these 3rd downs. It's a rare stop. That first half, they seem to score every possession. What decision do they make here on 4th down?
And their fair catch is made, a smart decision in rainy conditions like this. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Now it's 2nd down here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a 1st down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Now the senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The offense trailing here in the 2nd half. This is a crucial 4th down try. Back to throw. It's Howard. Fires it to the wideout. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Seminoles. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
And the extra point was up and good. Now they get set to kick it away.
63, Texas, 7.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. And here's the handoff. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looking downfield, it's Howard. And he's got it. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Ball handed off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Florida State 63, Texas 7.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
The Longhorns pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. And the tailback's got it again.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And a player is down injured after that last. Take a timeout while they check him out.
On the double.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now.
Yankee blue. 42 Spider. Four.
Back to throw. It's Howard. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Stopped quickly at the 13, but here we are in the red zone.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
They'll run it here. Will he score here? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
14.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start.
Florida State Seminoles will take over 1st and 10.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field.
Cricket.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Claiborne. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with...
Looking for a deep completion. Touchdown, Knowles. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Texas, 14.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They're going to run it here. Breaking tackles. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
After the first down loss, it's second and long for the 22. Dropping back, it's Howard. And looking for a big play here. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments, come up with a stop here? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And he's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start.
And the Texas offense will take over. First and 10.
Offense takes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense.
Black 24. Spider.
There's the handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Breaking free at the 35. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
14. Third down, coming.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. And they pick up the first on the ground. Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
The Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Tackle is made near the 48-yard line.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. So this team is beginning to stack wins now against really high-quality opposition. You wonder what the ceiling for this group is.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is a football team right now that's playing with a lot of confidence. I like the way that they are progressing. We'll just have to see how far they can continue to progress and where it'll take them.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.